Good day, Leandrea.
Hi Otis, and welcome to our viewers. Today is another edition of your favorite show, Erongo Talk.
Did you have time to rest? Did you have a good rest?
Yes,
It was hectic yesterday,
it was very hectic yesterday.
Yes.
Now today we join you from Copper and Coal Distillery, right here in Walvis Bay. Now they are known for their mouth-watering gin, and they recently launched their vodka as well. So if you haven't tasted Copper and Coal's gin or vodka, award-winning gin en vodka, dan lewe jy onder 'n klip. So ek dink jy moet Desember maand 'n plan maak om dit hier te kry. En kom maak dit reg. So please tell us what's happening in today's show, Otis.
Leandrea, yes, we are celebrating Write a Business Plan Day, and then we will bring you the news, footage of the FNB Sandman triathlon, the weather, as well as the tides. Yes. So stay tuned. We'll be back. Right.
And now it's time for your news, and I must say we start off with some very disturbing news. Now, yes, it's crime-related news. Now, a 5-year-old girl was allegedly raped by her biological father in Swakopmund. Now, Deputy Commissioner Erastus Ikuyo, who's the Erongo Regional Crime Coordinator, confirmed the incident, which is said to have occurred between January 2020 and Friday 27 November 2020 at a house at Cypress Street in Ocean View, Swakopmund.
Yes, so according to Kuyu, the suspect allegedly had sexual acts with a minor girl who is the victim under coercive circumstances over the aforesaid period. The suspect, 48, is the victim's biological father. He will make his first court appearance today at the Swakopmund Magistrates Court.
This just angers me so much. But in another incident of rape at the coast, a 13-year-old girl was allegedly sexually assaulted by her grandfather, 67 years old, in Swakopmund, Walvis Bay. Now, according to Okuyo, the rapes occurred between 19 March 2020 and November 2020 at a house at Komashogran Street in Swakopmund.
Yeah, and once again, the suspect allegedly had sexual acts with a minor girl under coercive circumstances on numerous occasions. They live at the same house. The suspect was arrested and will appear at Walvis Bay Magistrates Court today.
Yeah, no, investigations into both cases continue. But if our girl child isn't safe with their own father or grandfather, where are they safe at the end of the day? Nowhere.
It starts in our communities.
Exactly.
In our houses, on our doorsteps. Yes.
So to the parents, let's just check our kids. Let's just check. If you see that something isn't making sense to you, the behavior has changed, just check in with them.
Signs, ne?
Exactly. Yeah. Just check in with them. Because I know one of the cases was made by the police itself, by the state, and not by the family members.
Wow.
So let's just check that as well. We need to check our children. Now, another life was lost in Swakopmund as well. Now, the police are investigating a case of murder in Montesa, Swakopmund. Now, the deceased, 28, and his brother were confronted and attacked by 2 suspects as they exited Amagu's bar in Omenye Street on Thursday night at about, that's 10 minutes to midnight.
Yes, the deceased, who was identified as Bradley Calvin, was fatally stabbed in his neck with an unknown object. While walking away from the scene, he collapsed and died, and his next of kin were informed.
28 years old, such a young life. Now, the paramedics were summoned and declared the victim dead at the scene. Now, the body was transported to the Swakopmund State Mortuary. Now, Ikuyu said that 2 suspects were arrested in connection with the murder. Now, they will also appear today in the Swakopmund Magistrates Court. Now, in another case of attempted murder and pointing of a firearm within the provisions of the Domestic Violence Act at Usakos, the police are investigating that as well. Now, this follows after 2 boys aged 15 and 13 played with a gun gun and shot their 15-year-old cousin at the B2 road, that's at the Usakos Arandas Spitskopper turn off the Usakos district on Thursday.
Yes, the suspects were allegedly playing with a pistol belonging to their uncle. He did not lock the gun in the safe when he went out of the town for the day, and while playing, 2 shots went off accidentally and hit the victim twice, once in the abdomen and in the upper left arm, Ikuyo said.
Now, the victim has been rushed or was immediately rushed to the Usakos State Hospital, from where she was transferred to Windhoek for further medical treatment. Now, both boys were arrested and released under parental care on warnings. Now, their first court appearance is also scheduled for today. Now, the uncle was also charged with contravening the Arms and Ammunition Act. Now, furthermore, a case of reckless and or negligent driving was opened in Walvis Bay on Friday. Now, the driver is a 41-year-old of a Harley Davidson, a motorbike, allegedly lost control over his motorbike and collided with a stationary Volkswagen Polo parked in front of Casamea Hotel in Sam Nujoma Avenue at about 14 minutes past midnight. Now, the motorbike registration number N6795 caught fire, and the flames also damaged the back of the Volkswagen Polo, who is also Walvis Bay registered. Now, there was no one in the Volkswagen Polo when the accident occurred, luckily. Now, Deputy Commissioner Ikuyo confirmed that the driver of the motorbike sustained a fracture on his upper right leg. Now, he was taken to the Velvicha Private Hospital, for where he was transferred to Windhoek for further treatment. Now, another case of culpable homicide and reckless or negligent driving was opened after an accident occurred on the B2 approximately 49 kilometers from Karibab towards Okaanya at about 21 minutes past 5 on Friday. Now, one man, Aino Nampala, 45 years old, passed away at the scene. His next of kin has been informed. Now, Ikuyo said a white Toyota Hilux double cab with 3 occupants were all NDF members, was traveling from Karibab towards Okaanya when the driver lost control of the vehicle.
So indications are that the vehicle left the road, hit a culvert and collided with the tree. The 2 passengers, a 43-year-old male and a 41-year-old female, sustained moderate to serious injuries and were transported to Okaanya State Hospital for medical treatment. And I want to add that we should stop blaming our roads.
Yes.
The roads doesn't do anything, Leandrea.
No,
it's us, the drivers.
It's the drivers.
Yes,
It's definitely
yes.
the drivers. So we're in the festive season. I know a lot of us are going to be traveling from Windhoek or wherever to the coast. Let's please be mindful.
Yes.
You are going to arrive at your destination. There's not necessary to speed. Don't get into your vehicle if you know you had a few drinks. So let's just look after each other. It was a hectic year already as it was with COVID-19. We don't want more accidents on our roads. We don't want more lives to be lost. Now, moving on, Erastus Kandenga of the Independent Patriots of Change, IPC, was elected as the new mayor of Arandas. Now, he replaces Risto Kapenda, who served as the mayor since 2014. Now, during his acceptance speech, Kandenga said that despite council's successful trimmed expenses, quality services will still be offered to the town's residents.
Yes, Kandenga said Aranda's comprehensive town plan needs to continue, and they need to explore how these plans can be enhanced without further delay. He promised that they will continue moving forward with new vigor and capitalizing on new opportunities.
Now, according to the newly elected mayor, he aims to ensure that all town council's projects are completed and that issues are confronted.
Yes, they will engage with the CEO and senior staff to bring them up to date and provide detail regarding all administrative, operational and technical issues.
Now, furthermore, you just thank the residents of Arandas for their votes, but you can check out this story on our website, where you can read about who are the newly elected Arandas town councils. The rest of the council members. Now, Siska Smith-Howard of the Independent Patriots for Change took over the chairmanship of the Erongo Regional Council last week when she was sworn into office. Now, of the 7 council seats, the IPC and SWAPO each hold 3 seats, while 1 seat is held by the United Democratic Front.
Yes, now in her first speech, Smith-Howard said that the people of Namibia have spoken. It is now our duty and responsibility as leaders in the Erongo region to serve them with humility and dignity. Yes.
No, but that's true. Now, the governor furthermore also said that he thanked the Namibians for the peaceful and orderly manner in which they participated in the elections. And now, besides Smith Howard being the Swakopmund constituency being chosen as chairman, a lot more from the IPC and also took some of the top positions in the regional election. So you can check out our website there as well about who your regional council members are.
And then in our last story, many foreigners consider Namibia a safe travel destination during the corona crisis, with 4,164 tourists having entered Namibia since the beginning of the tourism revitalization strategy. Now, the Health Minister, Dr. Kalumbi Shangula, made this announcement during a recent COVID-19 update, adding that of this number, only 3 tested positive for the virus after arriving in Namibia.
Now, he said that this proves basically that the 72-hour PRC negative test is successful. And now, furthermore, Gita Paitzold of the Hospitality Association of Namibia said that, of course, we would like to have seen more tourists. All of us would like to see more tourists, but this is definitely a good start.
Yes, and she added that she's pleased that there are many new inquiries about travel to Namibia.
That's awesome. Now, the interest is there, but we are concerned that not enough airlines are landing here, she said.
So Anne also found that some tourists in Namibia could possibly extend their trip in view of the second wave of infections in the northern hemisphere.
Now, this basically just proves that Namibia is viewed as a safe travel destination. But we can only keep it like that if we keep our numbers very down when it comes to COVID-19 cases. We've been seeing a slight increase over the past few days, a spike, yes. But we can still curb it. Ons kan hom nog steeds by die kop afsny. Hoe sê ons ook in Afrikaans? Byt hom af. Sommige net so once afsny. So let's just keep that in mind. But you can definitely check this out and so much more. We also have the results of the FNB Sandman triathlon. You can also all the photo action. You can check it out on our Facebook page. You can also check out our website for this news and so much more at www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na.
All right, I'm here with Yvonne Brinkman, who is the organizer of the FNB Sandman Triathlon 2020. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you.
All right. So we've seen some action here. Before we go into the nitty-gritty of the results, tell us more about the categories. What different categories do we have here?
Yeah, so we have 4 categories or 4 distances. We start with the mini, which is the shortest event. Then it's the sprint standard, and the longest one is the ultra. Ultra is a 1.9 kilometer swim, 90 kilometer cycle, and they finish with a half marathon, which is 21.1 kilometers.
Sure.
So at the moment, we're sitting at 12 o'clock. All the other categories are finished, but the ultras are still out there. We have had the winner in the male and in the female ultra, but all the other ultras are still out there.
Still out there. All right. Now, when we come to the event 2020, how has the event been in terms of success? Do you see it as a success, and can you highlight some of the results?
Yeah, it's definitely a success. We've had a really good turnout. We have people coming to do the event from Zimbabwe, and we have them, I think some of them have come for 5 years in a row, so they obviously enjoy it. If people keep coming back, then that's a good sign.
Yeah.
We have a lot of positive feedback from the locals, from the Swakopmunders, from the people from Windhoek, so it's definitely something people enjoy. And I think it's also, you have the highly competitive people, but we also have families and friends doing it.
Yes.
So it's always actually a really relaxed vibe. I mean, for for all the different disciplines, there's still actually a really good feeling between the participants. So that's always like quite heartwarming.
Right.
Yeah.
And in terms of the results, can you highlight some of them that stood out?
Yeah, well, I know that for Conrad Murray has just recently come in. He did the ultra, and he did it in a time of 4:38, which is excellent. But the record was set by Dricus Kutsia, and that was a while back. But he did it in 4:07.
Right.
But well done to Conrad. That's a very good time. And then Risa, just before we started this interview, she came in, and she completed in 4:59.
That is what category?
Female overall ultra.
Ultra.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this record was by Cordula Miller in 4:52. So you can see Reese is just 7 minutes behind. So it's phenomenal. And Cordula Miller was an international German triathlete. So Reese is definitely at international levels.
Okay.
So that's she's a top runner and cyclist.
In terms of team results, anything that stood out?
No, the one thing that always stands out is Eric Goeieman.
Yeah.
He just hoys it on that run.
Yeah.
I think he's been doing this event as long as I've been organizing it, I think from the beginning. So I think 13 years that I've been organizing it, he's been doing the run. He's always in the winning team, and he's just a phenomenal runner. So Eric always stands out. And then obviously on the swim, he had Philip Zeidler. So it was the same team. So it was like a win-win situation. I think Philip Zeidler, they did 5 laps in the Mole, and I think Philip Zeidler almost lapped everyone. I mean, we're going to watch out what he's going to do at Jetty Mile this year.
I think these guys are getting used to it. And in terms of now triathlon as a sport in Namibia, how is the level of triathlon?
I think the standard is high, and it's actually a sport that people sometimes feel intimidated to do.
Yeah.
But once they see it, they're like, I want to do this.
Yes.
I want to get into this. And what we've done is we also allow for teams. So people who might not feel confident in one discipline can actually do as a team.
Exactly.
A lot of the time, it's people don't feel happy or comfortable swimming.
Yeah.
So then they might get somebody to swim for them, and then they do the bike and then the run. But then the next year they're like, I want to do the swim as well. And then they start training.
Distances as well.
Yeah, different distances. So you can really choose, which level you feel comfortable and confident at.
And earlier you said there's also different categories. So there's also different ages as well as all different people are participating.
Yeah, just so, to give you an idea, we have the 4 different distances, and then within each distance we have age categories. So I know that in the under 50, and I think I've got that result here, in the sprint distance, it was Nathan Chase who came in first in that age category, and Ada Cole. And we were expecting Nathan to come in. He's also, I think, an athlete to watch in the future for Namibia, and Ada as well. So the future is very bright, especially when you're that young.
And as well as the veterans, they are also still running as well.
Yeah, they are. So in the sprint, in the older age group, I think it was Mark Brinkman who won the sprint overall.
No relation.
No, my husband. Okay. And I think it was Coralie Yates, but it's not always easy to tell because we have different people coming through. Exactly. So it's not always that clear because we've got all these different events happening simultaneously. And in the standard was a very strong race in the men's section. That was exceptional. It was Divin Deploy, second in was Herbert Peters, and third in was Sebastian Powell. And Divin Deploy is the current Namibian champion in triathlon, and Herbert Peters is also top. So it was a very tight race.
Level of competition, was there a lot of competition? Were the people sprinting towards the line?
Yeah. Well, one thing in any race, somebody's always competing. So you're always competing with the person in front of you and the person behind, even if you're at the back of the race. So there's always competition. But the top guys, it was phenomenal, the level of competition. They were really pushing each other on.
All right, Yvonne, any last words from your side?
No, well, thanks for joining us and covering the event. I think, it's been a great day. Well done to all the participants. And a big thank you to FNB.
Yes.
It's just not possible without their kind of support and sponsorship. And I think the participants also realize that. to put something out here, we've got 50 helpers. Everyone has to get paid. We've got 90 prizes. So without FNB, none of this would be possible. So I'd like, from the bottom of my heart, really thank them for their support.
All right, so bigger and better next year. So that was Yvonne Brinkman, organizer of the FNB Sandman Triathlon 2020. See you after this.
Yes, we are with the winners of the FNB Sandman Triathlon 2020, Team 8816, Philip, Eric and Morney. How are you guys doing?
Fine, and you?
I'm cool. Eric?
I'm doing great and happy for today to be with you today.
Morney?
Very, very good, thanks.
Philip, you were responsible for the swimming part of this competition. How was it?
Very nice. The wind was very nice and strong, so it gave me advantage to build up the distance between first and second place. And I'll try to build up a big gap for Mornay and Eric, so that they can just.
You always do.
I always do, and I always want to keep doing it.
Make things easy for them.
Yes, and also maybe we can break records and stuff. So I always try.
You did break a record.
Did we break the
I
records?
think so, yeah.
If we did, then it was thanks to us free.
How much was your swimming?
I think 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah, new records.
Okay, Morley, the man on the bike. How did things go?
It was tough on the way out against the wind. Coming back, we were flying. So the first lap was very nice. Second one, the fatigue came in a bit. It was a bit tougher. But yeah, we pulled it through, I guess. It was lekker.
You are also the latest addition to this team.
And what an honor.
Yeah, it's an honor. And these two gentlemen are coming along for 5 years now, ne?
Yeah,
5 years. So why?
Two legends in the team. I was just lucky to be invited.
Now it's 3 legends. Morne, your time?
It was 2 hours 30 minutes.
2 hours 30 minutes. And now for what distance did
It
you
was
go?
90 kilometers.
90 kilometers.
Yes.
And you say
2 laps of 45 kilometers.
yes, and it was conditions out there?
It wasn't too bad. It was not too cold at least, but yeah, the wind was slightly headwind going out and a very nice tailwind coming back, so the finish was strong.
Road conditions, slippery, wet?
No, it was very good.
Very
It was a bit wet, but we can't complain. It was quite good.
Now these two gentlemen have set a trend of coming back and defending the title. Will you be back next year?
Definitely, we're all locals. We're all from Swakopmund and Walvis Bay, so it's easier to meet up than to import someone.
Okay, now we're going over to the veteran of the team. Eric, how are you, man?
I'm just feeling good, but I just a bit tired, but I'm fresh.
Tell me, we had a tough year, and this goes to all of you. Was COVID-19?
Actually, it was tough.
Yes.
Because since March, because we didn't have any races, and also we couldn't train. We were just supposed to stay in the houses, and like me, one day I was caught in the dunes by the police. They wanted to arrest me because I was training in the field, so I was supposed to be in the house. So it was tough.
Yes.
And also, sometimes you also need to do some speed. So you must go to a track and train, but then at track you can't go inside because it is locked.
Yes.
So it was.
Eric, what do you enjoy about the Sandman? Besides Philip and Mornay?
Actually, what I enjoy about the Sandman, I joined the Sandman since 2009. I joined the Sandman.
Okay. Gentlemen, any message to our youth? Mornay?
Work hard, train hard, and yeah, just make it be fun.
Eric?
Actually, but you must not think about your age, about I'm young or I'm old. That doesn't count. You must just try to focus and think what you can do in your life. There are many things you can do in your life. You can swim, you can run, you can cycle, or you can play soccer. So you must choose any sport, and you must also be straight to it and work hard on it.
Philip?
Stay young, keep fit, and stay healthy.
Okay, now where to from here?
We're from here, Jetty-Mile.
Jetty-Mile.
Yeah.
Eric?
From here, I will check any race, but I think there is one here, the Tagareef, the Pereira.
When are you going to take up swimming?
So I think I'll talk to Philip. Philip will give me some classes from next year, so I can start to swim.
It's
time to train.
Yes, and you, Morley?
I think we must all challenge Flippy for the Jetty Mile. We can't let him win it 9 times in a row.
Any other biking events?
Like Eric said, there's a nice upcoming event, the Tiger Trails. It's next week is a Desert Dash, which I'm competing in. Yes, and then the week after that is the Tiger Trails, also here in Swakopmund.
Okay, gentlemen, stay strong and thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now for your weather and the tides. The sun was out between 9 minutes past 6 and 11 minutes past 6 and was set between 7:30 and 22 minutes to 8 for the major towns in the Erongo region. The first high tide arrived at 14 minutes past 8, followed by a low tide at 26 minutes to 3. The second high tide will arrive at 13 minutes to 9, and the second low tide will be in at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. The best time for fishing today will be between 6 minutes past 3 and 8 minutes past 4. And now for your weather. A minimum of 12 and a maximum of 19 is predicted for Walvis Bay today, with a 9 km per hour strong southeastern wind, and a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 19 predicted for tomorrow. A minimum of 12 and a maximum of 18 is predicted for Swakopmund today, with an 11 km per hour strong westerly wind, and a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 18 predicted for tomorrow. A minimum of 13 and a maximum of 18 is predicted for Walvis Bay today, with an 11 km per hour strong west-southwesterly wind, and a minimum of 13 and a maximum of 18 predicted for tomorrow. A minimum of 9 and a maximum of 26 is predicted for Arandis today, with a 13 km per hour strong westerly wind, and a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 26 predicted for tomorrow. A minimum of 10 and a maximum of 37 is predicted for Usakos today, with an 11 km per hour strong westerly wind, and a minimum of 10 and a maximum of 36 predicted for tomorrow. And then a minimum of 11 and a maximum of 37 is predicted for Karibab today, with a 13 km per hour west-northwesterly wind, and a minimum of 10 and a maximum of 37 predicted for tomorrow. And finally, Omaruru, where a minimum of 12 and a cooking maximum of 38 is predicted for today, with a 13 km per hour strong northwesterly wind, and a minimum of 10 and a maximum of 37 predicted for tomorrow. And that concludes your weather and the tides.
I, Frankie, pledge to build a band of brothers.
I, Michael, I pledge to define myself by my character.
I, Gesser, pledge to use my strength for good.
My name is Ethan, and I pledge to nurture my fields.
I am Aubrey, and I pledge to make the world a better place.
My name is Salatiel Shinedima, the Executive Director of Women's Action for Development, and I pledge to mentor the next generation.
Now I really hope you've enjoyed our show for today.
Yes, now you can check out our website at www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na for all the news, the latest news that's happening here in the Erongo region. You can also follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram at Erongo News. And there you get the latest updates of what's happening around here. You can also get in contact with us at 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040. You can let us know what's happening in your town. The FNB Sandman triathlon video competition is still ongoing until the 10th of December.
Yes.
So if you were at the Sandman yesterday and you made some videos, you can send it in to 0811 7040 and you can walk away with $1,000 Namibian. You need to keep your video to 30 seconds and just shoot it in landscape.
Yes.
Now for today, we were at the gin makers, the gin and vodka makers here at Copper and Coal Distillery.
Yes,
now
in
we are
Walvis Bay.
yes, in Walvis Bay, proudly Pioneer, proudly Namibian. Now we are standing in the heart of where the magic happens at the end of the day. Now the Copper and Coal Distillery is going to be open from the 23rd, from now until the 23rd, and they're going to be closed from the 23rd to the 27th. They need to spend some time with their family, and then they're going to be closed again the 31st to the 10th of January because they also need some much needed rest. So if you want to come taste, or if you kind of check out the process, you can just come and pop in at their distillery It is in the light industrial area of Walvis Bay. But you can just check out their Facebook page. That's Copper and Coal Distillery, Namibia, and they have the directions, they have phone numbers, and you can check out what they have to offer you at the end of the day.
En ek kan byvoeg dat hierdie is regtig die plek waar local lekker is.
Precies,
Yes.
precies.
So,
So
kom
if
loer.
you want to taste something local that's like locally made here, and if you want to see the process, just come pop in. Andres and Marizan is the most friendly people you can get, so you are definitely in good hands.
Yes.
So like we said, that's been a mouthful. So we'll be back again tomorrow, where we will bring you the latest news, a nice interview, but we're only going to tell you about the interview later today, and then Grumpy's fishing report, the weather and tides.
We're also
Yes.
preparing for the dash.
Yes, now the Desert Dash is kicking off on Friday, the 11th in Windhoek. Now, the people on the bikes, I like to say
Yes.
the crazy people on the bikes,
Yes.
are going to ride all the way from Windhoek to Swakopmund. So they're going to end here at Platzamir Mall in Swakopmund. And of course, your Erongo Talk team is going to be there to bring you the latest updates of the Nedbank Desert Dash.
Yes.
So until tomorrow, keep safe, sanitize your hands, wear your mask, social distance. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Right.